Hey guys, during this video I'm going to talk about the importance of having a refeed day during your week, which is essentially one day of intentional high carbohydrates. This is something which can not only help you when it comes to body composition, meaning losing fat and building muscle, but mentally speaking as well. If you're somebody that does practice calorie reduction or a reduced or being in a calorie deficit during just during the portion of your week, whether you're intermittent fasting or you're just in a deficit for the purpose of for the purpose of building your immune system to help with your stress resilience and getting some of the neuroplasticity benefits, then it's always a good idea just to incorporate a refeed day. What a refeed day is it is essentially a day of higher carbohydrates than typical, which will help you to increase many of your hormones, specifically your leptin and your thyroid, which are two hormones really responsible for overall your hunger, your metabolism, and your ability to lose fat. So specifically, for example, if you're somebody that's typically taking 2,000 calories per day, a refeed day, for example, can be something like 2,500 to 3,000 calories per day, where you're gonna intentionally raise your carbohydrates a lot, meaning somewhere between like 60 to 70% of your total macros, and you're gonna actually reduce the amount of fat that you typically have just to prevent you from gaining fat. Why it is recommended just to have this day is because you will be able to just really bump your carbohydrate stores really just as high as you can top them up to. This is going to help you have better workouts. It's going to help you be more mentally clear, and most importantly, it's really going to help you with your sleep. If you're somebody that is having issues with sleep, specifically waking up in the middle of the night, or just experiencing that you're waking up maybe after 5 or 6 hours of sleep and just waiting until like the day starts, that is typically a sign that maybe you're on lower carbohydrates than your body may just be accustomed to, and it would be a good idea just to bump them up. So give it a shot. People do experiment with carb cycling very often in the bodybuilding community. It's a very common practice just to keep your body guessing. For my personal experience, I think that's kind of bogus to keep your body guessing. Our bodies are really are designed as such that sure we can sure it's important to keep them guessing, but I wouldn't necessarily say that's the best practice of doing it. But this is essentially just a way to bump up your thyroid, bump up all your hormones, just make sure that everything is working well and working as it should be. Because if your testosterone is low and your thyroid is low, these are really big issues. It'll contribute to depression, overall just subjective poor sense of well-being, and it's something that you really just want to, of course, optimize. Some of the benefits I've personally experienced by taking one refeed day per week are just better energy levels, better mood, socially I feel great, and really just do feel more balanced. To have one day I can look forward to, just go out and eat, like socially with people, and just sort of like that psychological benefit. But just to give you an idea, I just brought a nutrition facts of like something which is sort of like ideal to buy. So you can see here, this is like just ice cream that I picked up from the store. Sorry if it's a little bit blurry, but you can see here, this is an ideal food for like a refeed day because it's low on fat. You can see it's 2 grams of fat, it's 18 grams of carbohydrates, and then 4 grams of protein, which you can't really see here. But again, an ideal refeed day is when you're really just getting as many carbohydrates as you possibly can while keeping your fat intake as low as possible. I would recommend that you start off with some fructose, some sucrose, and then towards the latter portion of the day, it'll just be a better idea to have no fructose and really just have as many fibrous carbs as possible. So things like whole grain, and less sugars overall. If you're going to take fruits, then the only fruits I'd really recommend, which may be a good fit, would be something like blueberries. So if you're somebody that is incorporating refeed days, I'd be really curious to know what your experience has been like. Again, this is not just for the purpose of improving your body composition, but as well just improving your cognition, whether you're a student, whether you're somebody that is in sales, or you're looking to make money, or you're an entrepreneur. Hope you guys found that helpful. Incorporate refeeds regularly, and I'll look forward to seeing you all next time.